have this feeling that there's a show right above mine that premieres right along the side of these vlogs that seem to have some sort of strange connection to the story that I'm planning on writing? No? Just me? Okay, well, then let's move on to episode 4, Slither in the Dark. Once again, Demon, you have returned empty-handed. How much longer must I remain in the waiting? Dark King was most unpleased. Demon got on his knees. 1,000 pardons, Your Majesty. It was not all my fault. You see, it was silence! Again with the bad guys being a-holes to their generals. I swear, generals, unionize. You honestly think I am not aware of what has happened? Demon stared nervously. No, absolutely not, Your Evilness. Why do you mooks always say that? Ness to be an attribute. No, you're saying that he has the attribute of evil? I never questioned you. Stop your sniveling! Star King shouted, lightning and thunder struck the skies. Feel fortunate that I am able to overlook this recent blunder of yours, Demon. Remember, there are many whom I can replace you with. Demon felt shivers down his spine. Well, why don't you, sir? In a quieter area, 4 other creatures like Demon were chattering away. Like Demon, they had the same insignia on their foreheads. They were... No, wait. Let me guess. You guys each have a gimmick. And you guys each have a gimmick. Ogre, you're the big, dumb, tough, stupid one, right? Hey! Okay, I take that back. You're not tough. That's better. Alien, you're the sexy one, right? Why, yes, I am. Give you a 5. You saucy bitch. And hey! Ogre finally got it. And bad horse. He rides across the nation, the thoroughbred of sin. He just got the application that you just sent in. The evil league of evil is waiting, so you beware. Is all hi-ho silver side, bad horse. Can we agree not to do that joke again? Please? We make no promises. We have no way of saying yes. We know that you plan on doing this joke again. Now get back to the story, or else you'll accept your fans. Right. Now to get better joke material. Usually called horse, because I refuse to read these things backwards. It's stupid. Really stupid. I mean, is there a reason why they're all backwards? Are they from a mirror dimension? Are they opposites? Are they opposites of the main characters? Why? There is no reason for them to be backwards other than just backwards. Okay, so let's see. Ogre, the big, dumb, stupid one, is burly type. Alien is a charming yet spiteful woman with blue string skin, long red hair, and 2 antennae sticking out of her head. Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy? Bad Horse, a united equestrian-like anthropomorphic unicorn with a dark grayish coat, steel blue mane, and part of which straight over his lip top. I don't normally like using the terms evil haircut, but this case... and covered the insignia on his forehead. Finally, there was the biggest and ringleader of the minions, Giant. He was taller, larger, and more muscular than Ogre was. He had silver skin, a bald head, and wore a large white robe wrapped around his entire body. So, let me get this straight. We're being attacked by that big guy by that big, dumb, stupid jerk from almost every single DBC movie that's ever existed that has a ensemble bad guy cast. Mantis from Guardians of the Galaxy. A Twilight knockoff. And Saitama if he decided to wear a robe. No man must have been really thinking straight. Ha! He's just talking old Kane. Even I could outmatch him. It's like I told you, this is way too complicated for someone like Demon. So, let me get this straight. Sending out monsters every single day is too complicated for Demon. Alien flicked her long hair. He may have his good looks and all, but that's as far as it goes when it comes to him. Demon dropped in. Don't look so pleased. I can hear you, you know. It was so easy. Why don't you try and conquer the world of the past? Yeah! Oh, please. You're not fighting against an army of primitive ponies, said sneered Horse. Shut up, snarled Demon. How was I supposed to know they unlocked the Mega powers? How they even got it is a mystery. Maybe those weird, mysterious voices that apparently everybody could hear? Giant shut his eyes and said calmly, Actually, we were aware of how it happened. Once again, Demon, you're always the last to know these things. Then why did you ask the question? Demon growled angrily. Now, suddenly he was told why the Mega Mode was activated. Oh, gods. Once again, I really gotta fire this narrator. Or at least find a better use for him. The gleaming lighted area far from where they were standing was actually a protective force, deterring the dark forces from entering the area of what seems like a grand palace. There was a comma there, right? Nope, no comma. I'm sorry. Word had recently been gathered that 2 rebels had escaped from the past and avoided capture. So, Leia and Han Solo. Figures, snapped Demon. So, why didn't you do anything to stop them? We're paid to! Oh. So that's why things have been going my way. And those annoying ponies continue to outmatch me. Well, at least it's safe to know they don't fully comprehend the power they have. I'll be able to crush them all this time. Blow them. I'll blow them. There's more to the sentence of it. I'm not reading it. Just no, he'll blow them. That joke was immature, I'm sorry. Harris didn't seem so amused. There you go again. Underestimate your opponents and not thinking clearly. Well, I don't just see you think clearly, snapped Alien. Silly nomad, Demon, sneered Horse. You realize if you don't do things, you could end up destroying our future as well as theirs, Demon growled angrily. Then why are you attacking? You think I am not aware of that? That's enough, said Giant. Just do your job and do it right. I hate to think of what would happen if you were defeated yourself. It would be short one to you, General? Demon's lips curled as there's a grin. I assure you, this time things would be different. I have just the cardinal to assure me to victory. Space. The citizens of United Equestria were well-made assistants of the Phantom Magic, as well as the Dark King. Everything is awesome! Everything's cool as you're part of the team! Obviously, nobody was afraid. Security was tightened more as ever as patrols continued, and the guards all locked at strategic places, keeping an extra eye out for any dangers. So, already the overwhelming feeling of control and mindless happiness is getting harsher. Right. Meanwhile, those already affected were finding it hard to recover from their ordeal due to their losing their cutie marks. Yeah, and their souls! You know, the soul thing's kind of important. Along with what magic and special abilities he possessed. Applejack and Mr. Cake were both fine. The hell they weren't! And were still on their feet and working normally. How? Their cutie marks were stolen, but not their natural skills. Bullshit! 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 You're a cutie mark. In case you have not paid attention to how real life operates, which obviously you don't, because if you did, then humans would have emotions, and we would see some real emotional feeling instead of these robots that we've been forced to endure for the past 3 seasons. It's connected to your special abilities. When you find something that you really, really enjoy, and something that you're really, really good at, your special talent comes to light. For example, I love to write. I love to do books. I love to talk about stories. I love to read books. I love to write stories. And now I'm a screenwriter. So thus, the little symbol on my flank is a book with a little pen and quill on it, showing that I love to write and I love to tell stories, which is why I'm here. Rarity likes to make things beautiful. She likes to use gems to make things beautiful. So thus, her cutie mark is a gemstone. I know this one. Sometimes your special talent could be misinterpreted in one way, but you can interpret it the other. For instance, I know this one pony in Appaloosa called Trouble Shoes. He says that his cutie mark means bad luck. I think he just means that he's good at being a clown, that he's good at being goofy. And I bet I could tell him this. When you find out that you enjoy something, it shows your special talent. Now, does this always mean that you have to do that job? No. You can be really good at something, but you could choose to do something else. For example, Pinkie Pie has a bunch of balloons as a cutie mark. This means that she's really good at throwing parties and making ponies happy. But what does she do? Besides that, she bakes. However, she learned how to bake it through skill and proper training. Although sometimes she messes up, but she still makes a mean cupcake. And I love her for it. She made me a birthday cake a couple of days ago. It was so nice. But if you were to lose your cutie mark, your special abilities and skills would be gone. Applejack would not be able to farm, Mr. Cake would not be able to make cakes, and I sure as heck wouldn't be able to write. So no, you lose, Mr. Writer! And I know I get an idea where you got this idea that if we lost our cutie marks, we would still be both fine and dandy. No, we are not! Our skills would be stolen and we wouldn't be able to write. But I'm quite curious. Where are you going with this story? Applejack and Mr. Cake were both fine, still on their feet and working normally. The hell they weren't! Their cutie marks were stolen, but natural skills. Already pointing out the problems with that. Others, however, took it kind of hard, especially Rarity. Yeah! I would think she would, since her ability to control diamonds is directly tied to her dressmaking. Her dressmaking is how she earns a living. Then again, I'm still curious. How much does Starfleet earn? How much do you earn as a part of Starfleet? Because I would imagine Rarity would take it hard, since now that she's without her cutie mark, she could go into bankruptcy. She could lose her job, her dream, her home. She would have to move back to her parents. Okay, granted, Magnum and Pearl are great people, but still. She hadn't come out of her room all morning. Spike knocked at the door for the umpteenth time. Wow, we're clever writing here, people. Come on, Rarity, don't be so hard on yourself. Please, Spike, just leave me in peace, Rarity sobbed. Inside, she was still in her bathrobe. The stupid wing boners! Her mane was as messy as what she found on the street. Her waistband was overflowing with used tissues, and next to it were 3 empty ice cream tubs. Rarity was still curled in her bed, sobbing like tomorrow. Tragedy! An absolute tragedy! She once more tried to levitate another box of tissues to her, but nothing happened. She opened her robe, boing! And looked down at her blank flank. Stupid wing voters again! I'll be right back. Cold shower time. The only thing that would make this sexier is if this was Applejack. I broke down sobbing harder than ever. I used to be beautiful, magical, but now I'm nobody. I know! You're gonna be homeless in a few minutes! Amy and Fluttershy were there, also trying to coax her out. Oh, Rarity, please come out. Well, I don't know what to say. Rarity stepped to the door, boo, and said, Rarity, I realize you have been through a lot, but you cannot stay there. It's simply rot. Just because you have no magic, things are not really so tragic. I'm broke! Okay, you may be broke, but you're letting your emotions blind you. You must try and put them behind you. I would like to see you put your emotions behind you, mister. I get a free sundae from Starfleet every time I'm hungry. You're a starfighter, miss. There's no excuse for you to act like this. Okay, Rimey, this is probably going to be the first time we say this on the show, but shut the fuck up! Alright, you have Starfleet. You have hobbies. You don't have a job. So maybe this doesn't correspond to your head. But let me put it this way, Rimey. You only have your little hobby and your little cafe, which rarely shows up on this show. This is probably the most times it's ever going to show up on the season. But you don't have to worry. You have Starfleet, which apparently pays what? The show never explains how much they pay you, but judging from the Starfleet in my world, in real life, they pay rather nicely. At least nice enough to get a nice apartment in Canterlot. You get money for your job. You get money for working here. You can lose your cafe and nobody would care. Rarity needs her magic to work full time. She has what is commonly known as a job. Jobs are used to pay things. Rarity likes her job. Her dream is to be a dressmaker. You are trying to tell her to get over the loss of her job, her career, and her dream. It's not so much that she had lost her magic, but she has lost basically her livelihood. Maybe if you had ever lost your Starfleet career, let's see how well you are able to not act like this and not let your emotions get to you, Mr. Robot. Because guess what? When you lose a job, it's very, very traumatic. If I were to lose my bookstore, which I have worked hard to maintain and to keep clean all these years, I would be very broken. You, sir, need to learn to respect other people's emotions. Oh, but I'm sorry, you're not bullying. You're not being a jerk to these characters. You're trying to tell them to not be so emotional. Fuck you. All three of them put their heads to the door, and suddenly Rarity was heard sobbing loud again, unable to pull herself together. You know, you could do more. You could actually step in. As Major and Rarity's superior, Rimey had the authority to order her out. Of course he does! But seeing as he was really that devastated, decided to let her slide this time. Wow, how nice of you. I'm so glad you decided to be so considerate of other people's emotions. All three of them let it all out and hoped she would come around to the idea that she's now broke and no longer has a job. Rarity, Spike said, I hope you feel better soon. I hate it when you're like this. Rarity heard that, and thought it was so sweet of him to say. Spike, I'm afraid even your sweet flattery can't help me now, she said. But thank you for caring. Poor Spike left with the others. It's a shame that in real life Spike and Rarity are so distant from each other in terms of age. Though, personally, don't tell anybody I said this, but sometimes I ship Rarity with Thunderlane. Oh, I found a couple of books with that one. They had gone to Rimey's cafe, Rhyme Time. I know I do this with Luna, but it exists? Oh yeah, that's right, Rimey has a cafe. Note to self, try to remember to fix that and talk about the cafe that Rimey has. They were soon joined by Lightning, Starla, Applejack, and Lightning. They were soon joined by Lightning, Starla, Applejack, and Lightning. They were soon joined by Lightning, Starla, Applejack, and Lightning. So Lightning's twin brother, Stormy, showed up. Looked pretty beat. Oh, poor Storm. And his wrist looked awful tired. He had been up half the night taking and going over reports. I am so sorry, Lightning, that your wrist hurts so much for just picking up a paper and looking at it. and approving documents and registrations for Starfleet, as well as organizing search parties to locate the fam or any kinds of Star King or where he was based, or there was nothing to report. Again, you're doing paperwork, Lightning. Paperwork. Your wrist must be so sore. Your wrist must be so painful. I am so sorry to hear that. Even the Starfleets on Outpost found nothing significant as to whereabouts of the enemy base. It was really starting to frustrate Storm. Lightning as well. Doesn't make any sense. Where did they come from? How are they getting here? And more importantly, why are they attacking us? Oh, they probably got some sort of deep philosophical meaning. Probably something related to a deeper theme of the story that you're going for, or some sort of inner monologue that will probably tell you why. Or they're just evil. Ooh. Well, take it easy there, Blake boy. Don't you be getting your knickers in a knot again. Who says that? Nobody in the South as far as I knew. And I grew up in Southern Equestria. Yeah, I grew up in the South, in Southern Equestria. Born and raised. And proud of it, y'all. There's already enough ponies in that frame already. Speaking of which, Starl cut in. How's Rarity coming? Applejack, your friend is in trouble. The Lady Applejack I know, the one I have a crush on, would never, ever herself say Applejack Rarity's just in a frame of mind. She would be there trying to support her. Not very well, said Fluttershy. She's still really upset about this. I'm sure I can blame her. You can blame her? She gazed down at her cutie mark, painting on her armor vest, and compared to the actual mark on her flank. I feel just as bad my cutie mark was stolen. Applejack still felt a little hurt that her mark was gone, but she didn't let it get to her. She knew she could transform and fight in battle, but then again, this was Rarity they were dealing with. It could make a big deal out of littlest things. You stop insulting Applejack right now, Story! You stop insulting her! She would never dismiss this type of thing. She would never insult Rarity such as like this. You guys should feel the same for yourselves, trying to insult Applejack like this. You freaking jerks! Now go home and apologize to Applejack right now. Crappy writers. As they all sat and enjoyed their off-duty time. They have off-duty time? Spike overheard some of the poets on stage telling odes to their special sweethearts, or those who had broken hearts. They gave him little ideas for his little thing with Rarity, so he scribbled down on a napkin which would later be used in a secret parchment. Not seeing it fell as close to the scratch to the floor, but Starla noticed it and picked it up and couldn't help but read what was written so far. Overdoing it on the commas, ain't ya? You said I should look for it. Yeah, but that was a little pushing it. The others saw it, caught on. Noticed that Spike was taking notes on the poetry being shared. What's you running there, Spat? Applejack asked naughtily. Asked naughtily? No. Last I checked, Applejack is not a dragon lover. At least I don't think. Please, people who are listening to this, in the comments, write down if she is a dragon lover. Please. I don't want my heart to be broken. Huh. Spike snapped at that reality. Who? Me? Nothing, really. Yaris all gave him a naughty look. Quit giving the 10-year-old naughty looks! This is getting disturbing! Spike, you've been paying a lot of attention to those mushy poems, Lightning said. Care to tell us something? I'm not liking where this is going, audience. Not at all. Spike began to lose his nerves and was swaying a bit. What's there to tell? I have nothing to say. Nope, not me. Oh, really? Not even this? Starla asked as he held up his parchment, making a gasp of shock. Oh, no, he groaned. But, okay, what I'm going to tell you guys has to stay here at this table, just between us all. If it's about, Spike, if it's about your secret crush, almost all of Ponyville knows, and the ones who don't know haven't been born yet, and the other half who doesn't know that are too young to care. Remy placed his hand over his heart and said, Here's a promise strong and deep, always intends to take Kate. If any time we stray, may we be ridden with guilt and shame each day. That is lame. That was a lame poem. I must prefer Pinky's. Cross my heart, up the fly, stick a cupcake in my eye. Wait a minute. Was Pinky even there in the beginning scene? Stella, Applejack, Lightning, Fluttershy. Wait a minute! When did Pinky get there? Well, I'm not here. Oh, that's true. No! Pinky, what are you doing here? Oh, just trying to see, are you... Ooh, are you watching season 4 of Starfleet? That's not exactly my favorite. I really don't like the way the characters are. What episode are you at? Episode 4. Oh, you're just getting started with the stupidity. Hang in there. You'll be good. Thanks, Pinky. Want a cupcake? Thanks, Pinks. Pretty good. Okay, Spike said. I'm, writing a song for Rarity. Oh, I know what song Spike writes for Rarity. It's kind of interesting. You wouldn't believe Twilight let him write it. Oh, Spike, that's so sweet, cried Fluttershy. She wiped a tear from her eye. Why? What's so savagely sweet about it? Wait, someone love's sake, added Applejack, but she meant it in a good way. What was insulting about it? Shh! If you say any, according to this show, if you say anything that sounds remotely bad, it's insulting. Oh. But Spike began to look grim. I'm not sure I should be doing this. I mean, I really like her. Maybe more than like her, but I just don't know if it's right. Spike, you have a crush on her. But why? What are you saying? Asked Lightning. Spike quietly explained that he wasn't sure he actually wanted to make the song, or give it to Rarity, or even if it was right, that he was crushing on her this hard. I mean, I'm still young, and she's a lot older than me. 5 years at most. Big difference. Not 5 years, Applejack. You girls are at most 20. When you got your cutie marks, it's about... You were about 10. So, guessing by that, Spike is only 10 years old. It's a 10 years difference. And Spike is still only 10, guys. Deal with that. He's still a widow thing. Besides that, if you're saying 5 years at most, big difference, since all of you girls are about the same age, that would mean Apple Bloom's only 5 years old, and the rest of you guys are only 15 years old. And considering the fact that Fluttershy, if I remember right, gets married at the end of this season, that means Fluttershy got married when she was 15. No, wait, it's even worse. Riley was dating a 12-year-old. Ugh. You just made this sick. Well, it's not just the age thing. Her dragon, she's a pony. I know she cares about me, and she does love me, but it's the kind of love I've been hoping for. I just don't know. Gee, you could have been asking yourself these type of questions, a few seasons ago! The others didn't really know how to answer that. Spike looked down Maul and just said, I just really don't know if I could do this. What if it goes wrong? I just don't think I could take rejection. Wow, this is so romantically out of character for you, Spike, considering the fact that you're the guy I've seen outside my window, pining over Rarity, falling over her, falling over heads over heels over her, and just to be wanting a laundry mat for her. But then again, it's not like I've actually met you and you've been to my bookstore. Speaking of which, that Power Ponies book. Somebody forgot to pay the full fee. The others didn't really know how to answer that. And Spike just looked out. I don't know if we could do this. What if it all goes wrong? I don't think I could take rejection. Well, it's up to you, Spike, Lightning said. But if you want any help, we're here for you. Spike smiled sadly. Just don't tell her, okay? The others all nodded and pretended to zip their lips. Just then, there was a loud crash. And then, the cannon burst! Boom! The whole place tilted. What in the hotel bills? The what? Hotel bills? What in the celestial love in hell is the hotel bills? What is that? How does... Fighters, do you even go to the South? Do you even know what Southern people are? Do you even know who Southern people look like? Nobody talks like that! Let's go, said Lightning. Yes, we could have spent our time following this whole entire plot and listening to Spike and dealing with his character emotions, but I think it's time to have some random monster fight that has no way in hell to deal with the actual character influence, or actually has anything to do with the actual character arc that we were studying just moments ago. The warning alarm sounded, and the farriers... one of these days I'm going to start a drinking game with all the spelling and grammar errors in here. My only problem is I think I'll get drunk by the end of this. We're already warping all ponies and creatures in the area safely as Demon continued to blast at things. And these creatures are... pleased to find them. Any second now, they're stood up, and I'll be able to redeem myself to Dark King, he said to himself. Hey you! Welcome to my shop. Welcome to my crop. Deep, deep, sounded Lightning. The demon let down and saw the ponies and Spike already morphed. I expected you here sooner. Perhaps you're not as quick as a call as I thought. Well, we were spending time getting high at Rimey's Cafe. The friends were not amused. Stop using that term! Well, you're here now, and ready for me to crush you. But they didn't say any of that. 5 chance of that, boy, Applejack sneered. I busted you once, we'll do it again. Serves you right for making chaos and pain. Not much in the pain area, I'll let you know, added Rimey. Demon scoffed wickedly. As much as I admire your attitudes, I am not going to waste any more time. He reached into his belt and pulled out a card. I said card, not Pokeball! Let's see you try and get past my newest monster. Raised the card over his head and shouted, Cardinal Duckskins, come forth and crush my enemies! Threw the card into the air, and at once the card began to grow. The monster appeared, a giant, dark and vile snake about 20 feet long. Fireside screamed softly. Fluttershy raises snakes. You know, all these cardinals should be handled easily because Fluttershy is there. Fluttershy should be taking out each one of these animals by virtue of the fact that he's really kind and that he's really soft and gentle. But Lightning, he looked like he was ready to explode in fury. A serpent? I hate serpents! Well, flip you. So, Lightning, what are you going to do if you happen to land on a planet full of peaceful serpent people? What are you going to do when these people are offering you presents and freedom? Are you just going to denounce them and be evil and cruel towards them? Serpent and serpent-like creatures, preferably Wicked One, only constantly reminded Lightning at the time he was 5, an evil Serpentari destroyed his own planet, Harmonious, and killed his family and all his people. He was the only survivor. Whoa, narrator, calm down. Calm down. Don't get excited. Don't get excited. Lightning took off towards the monster, roaring loudly and ready to attack, punching it hard in the face, but not really doing much damage. Now the snake was really mad. So, Lightning, this is what, the 40th, 50th time you've ran headlong into battle, not caring, not even thinking about your next move, and how often has that worked for you? Not at all, but I thought as much. Now the snake was already mad. Setting on your stuff scares. No, it has Dark Force. I would expect him to use acid or something, or poison gas or something, but Dark Force? Really? You could have come up with a better attack name? But that was it? Dark Force. Snake. It don't add up! A whole lot of dark... A whole lot? My god. How can a show trying its best not to insert innuendo constantly be doing that almost every single episode? Hitting him multiple times. Hitting him with their wads. Loads of damage and knocking him down. The arrows right up to him. Lightning, are you okay? Yeah, I am, replied Lightning. Suddenly Scales charged forward, flying right into everyone. I don't know where I got that bully pin sound effect. Talking about all the time. Ow. Pete, stop using the word peep. Peep is usually used as a term of excitement or childish glee, not when they're in pain. Oh, Nelly, groaned Applejack. Pain's pounce. Not really. He doesn't even have any hands, said Pinky. All others rolled their eyes. Do that again to Pinky, and I will slay you! I swear, it's like you guys are constantly picking on her just for her being fun and excitable and just having a good time. What? Do you really hate characters who are just goofballs all the time, writers? Do you hate ponies who are just only part of happiness? Make Pinky's pain real. What? She just made a joke. Oh, wait. Are you trying to... Do you really think everybody hates these happy-go-lucky goofball characters? Because they don't. Everybody here in Ponyville loves Pinky. We all love that girl. And quite frankly, I think most of us find it insulting how many times you hurt her. Demon laughed wickedly. Your luck's run out. I especially strengthened this continent with lots of dark energy, making it stronger and more powerful than ever. And you're telling us this why? So you'd be able to better easily attack and find ways to defeat me. Oh, well, that explains everything. Ugh, now he tells us. Skill made a hard turn. Calm down, narrator. He's coming back. And before anybody can react, the owl got fast hard again. This is a video game mode, isn't it? That's it! Lightning growled. I had enough of this. Megaphone activate! Click, 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 click. But nothing happened when he tapped his insignia. Click, 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 click. Yeah, shoot. Your batteries are broken, Lightning! Try it again, and again. Something's wrong. Demon laughed hysterically. You haven't had to think this idea how that power of yours looks. Pity already. The friends gazed up angrily at him. Call them a team? They're not friends. You just spent about 2 episodes showing why they're not friends. At all. So why are you dealing with your problems? I don't think I'm going to destroy your planet. King would be most pleased. He proceeded to fly away. Oh no, you don't! Sound Lightning, and he charged after him, tackling him hard to the ground. Safe! I may not have my Mega mode, but I can still fight. He punched Demon hard and hard again in the face until Demon kicked him off and blasted him hard. I repeat, the whole entire running headfirst into battle, Lightning, that doesn't really help you much, has it? Lightning, we gotta help him, cried Starla. The others agreed. As they ran forth, Scales came and blocked their way. He swung his tail Nard, knocking him down, but the remaining fires. Blank. And... Ellipses, please help me out here. Dark Gate. Scales blasted them with much harder bursts of darkness, surrounding him with dark woods and severely damaging them. I'm starting to think you're just creating random blasts of energy and just putting words into them now. You're not thinking of how creative to be them. Oh, wait, I forgot. On this show, this is where creativity goes to die. Rhymi struggled hard as he got back to his feet. Come on, we can't quit. We have to keep fighting it. He's right, said Applejack. We can't let this ugly snake in the grass slink about. Starla knew she was right, but turned to gaze back at Lightning. Hey, Starla. Snake first, Lightning later. Let's split up. It's called, teamwork. You don't have to focus on Lightning all the time. He and Demon were fighting like crazy, with their fists flying around each other like crazy. Stop repeating like crazy. By the way, what do fists and feet flying at one another look like? I mean, I've noticed this trend on this show. The fight sequences are basically just a bunch of characters throwing their fists all over the place and hoping that something will hit. There's no cohesion to the battles. There's no descriptions. There's nothing to really entice us to look at these fights and thinking that something's happening. fight sequences need to have flow. They need to have movement. They need to be able to establish something. They need to be able to say something. They need to be able to speak and breathe. By saying that their fists and feet are flying at each other like crazy, all I'm saying are fists and feet flying. I'm not seeing a real fight. You're not getting away this time, snarled Lightning. No, but snarled Demon. Get Lightning hard in the chest, so the flying backwards in midair and hitting a post, bending it. And this is where Lightning proceeds to use his super strength to pick up the lamppost and hit him with it. Nope, because that would actually show that they would have super strength. Lightning, kites Starla. She would have rushed over to help him, but snapped out of her trance when the others called her for her to come to help. The scales was proving too brutal for them to handle. Starla had no choice but to help the others, knowing Lightning could handle himself. But C2 suffered a massive thrashing from the evil Certain. Its tail kept bashing them, ramming them, and blasting them all with its dark magic. Wow. These guys have no strategy whatsoever, do they? I got an idea. Let's run at the monster. Let's run at the monster. Let's run at the monster. You know, I'm starting to see the failings of the strategery in this story. Hey, I know what. Hey guys, do you know what would work? Plop. Trying strategy. Spike and Raimi both held their swords. Zoe, follow me. Right, Raimi. That wasn't even a good rhyme. Both looked up and striking scales for different angles, but their hardest swings did hardly any damage. Can we please replace this D here? They both got blasted hard. Flashlight dashed over them both. Are you okay? You know, you could probably heal and, you know, help them out, do something. The boys are okay, but like the others, they were growing really frustrated. Without Lightning in his Mega Mode, they didn't have any chance. So, you prove yourselves ineffective without Lightning. You prove yourselves weak without your toy. Without him at your side, you're useless. Lightning continued to fight Demon and had him cornered. He got out his caster blaster and fired out, hoping to imprison him. As he anticipated from the start, Demon was immune to it. Then why did you try it? Anything else you try to use to interrupt? Demon snarled. And he was panting softly. Suddenly, his insignia began to go like last time. His Mega Mode was really net ready to activate. Now you decided to work! Oh my god. I don't believe it. It really is an item that only works when the plot demands it! I don't believe this. He began to transform, and the others eyed him in awe. Ah! It says awe! A-W-E! Ooh, that's better. The scales hissed tenderly. His eyes began to glow. The spell magic. And Lightning's transformation was negated. What? Wow. How plotfully convenient. Demon sniggered. Didn't I tell you I came prepared? Your little Mega Mode won't save you this time. He danced forth and ran harder than Lightning, tackling him hard to the ground and attacking him mercilessly. Yes! Yes! Lightning! Cried Starla. She danced over to try and help him, but Dark Serpent grabbed her with his tail. The others tried to burst her out, or Girl helped Lightning, but Scales held him back with his Dark Gate attack. Is it really a Dark Gate? It's just a bunch of winds with dark energy. Did you even come up with this attack, or did you just put a bunch of words together? Yes. Right. Spike barely managed to dodge it. Barely. Spike! Cried Starla as he managed to break free. You had to help Lightning! Remember, folks, according to the authors of this show, Starla is not a damsel in distress. She is not a weak damsel in distress. Despite the fact that she has spent this entire fight calling out for Lightning. She has bows and arrows. She has the ability to fly above the snake's head. She has the ability to help. But she just got captured and mercilessly beaten. And has spent the entire chapter calling out Lightning. As a matter of fact, most of her dialogue in this fic has been dedicated to Lightning. The writer says that apparently Starla is a strong female. And apparently she gets to lead her own team later on in the show. So she's not a damsel in distress. Hate to tell you guys this, but leading your team once for the last few episodes of the 5 seasons, and then spending the rest of it barely doing any fighting, and the rest of it crying out for lightning, calling out his name, and getting captured, does not a strong woman make. You want her to be strong? You want us to believe that she's a strong fighter? You want us to believe that she's capable? Then don't have her get caught. Don't have her get captured. Don't have her get caught like a bitch. And don't have her spend 5 freaking minutes of her screen time yelling out Lightning's name every single time we see her. Because I'm not seeing a strong female character in here. I'm seeing a little miss. I'm only here to make Lightning look good. Do you see what happens when you show and don't tell? Spike hated to leave his friends, but they were in desperate need. But Lightning needed help as well. So he dashed the demon to like a flame wheel. Curling up his flames, he ran right into the demon, knocking him off the lightning. So, less of a wheel and just more like a flame tackle. Lightning looked really beaten and could barely lift up. His power suit powered down from being battered and smashed for so long, leaving him his castle outfit. That horrible, horrifying outfit. Lightning, stay down! This. Spike! Lightning tried to warn him, but Lightning was already charging towards Demon. It blasted him hard and sent his skinning along with the ground. Fire! That was your feelings, little dragon. Growled Demon as he slowly approached Spike. Even with all that armor on, underneath your steady whip. Spike tried to get up, but was kicked over again. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never gonna keep me down. No! Spike! Cried Lightning. He tried to get up, but fell down again. I was trying to rush over and help him, but Serpent continued to hold him back. Starla, still caught Lightning, scales his tail, and the others continued to get bashed and blasted once more. Hey, Starla, you have a bow and arrow. You could fire from a distance. He's obviously not squeezing you, so. I mean, all it says is that you're caught in his tail. It could mean anything. Now, if it said he was squeezing you, that'd be different. But since he's not squeezing you, I'm not seeing it different. Spike could see his sword that he had dropped. And raised over. No, you don't. Snarled Demon as he stepped on Spike's arm. Very hard while laughing at him. You see, you can't stop the future, but the future can stop you. What? Lightning was suddenly starting to realize something important, but his mind was more focused on trying to get back to the fight. So were the others, but their strengths were badly drained. Oh, well, at least they weren't badly hurt. Demon gazed down at Spike. Since I have you here, you'll be the first to go. Spike! Everyone shouted, but before Demon could strike him, Rarity came soaring in fast and kicked Demon so hard, knocking out Spike. Rarity! Cried Spike. She gazed down and winking up through her clear visor. You know, I got problems with those visors. They clash with the suits. You're trying to get these girls armor. Alright, I can understand that. But I look at the armors you have given us, and they just don't work. They look more like somebody's trying to bring back the 70s, rather than full-on helmets. Somebody could actually shoot them through their skulls. She seemed to find for her bedroom window. From her place was just down the street. Where is Rarity Cafe in accordance with Ponyville? Because I know Rarity's place. I got my suit that I wore for my cousin's wedding for Rarity's place. Her place is not that far. Her place is kind of far away from me. Sugar Cube Corner is close by. As an African, if I look out the window now, I can see Pinkie Pie. Excuse me. Hi, Pinkie. Hi. See? I may have my magic. You got your magic back? I didn't know how you did it, but bravo! Bravo! But I, for one, was not reading you stand by and let you hurt my friends, especially Spike. Verity, Spike said. His tears were like blusting in the darkness behind his helmet. You know, this is something Rarity would normally do, so I'm not really surprised. Demon growled angrily. You would pay for that. He went straight at her, but Rarity, still at full strength compared to Demon, who was getting tired, stepped out of the way, causing him to miss her. All I can imagine is just her jumping out of the way and firing a bow and arrow. That's so badass. Rarity can hit him hard again, sends her skidding across the ground. Seems to proceed towards the others, dark scales. No, 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 no. Don't save the others. You were doing good kicking the demon's ass. No, no, no. Go back, go back. Evil Snake hissed at her, fired his magic, which Rarity dodged by leaping up really high. I refuse to read it like what they said on here. Was this Riley? Riley high. Are they coming down how? Kicking the serpent right in the eyes. Not Riley damaging him, or forcing him to release the others from his scripted spells. You know, you were doing really good until you said not really damaging him. If she didn't really damage him, then why did he let her go? A lot of the friends, I look at slapping you until you stop that. We're badly weakened and sword from the bow. Rarity, you saved us, cried Fluttershy. As proud as Rarity and the others were, the battle's not over yet. I know, I know! Demon was still brushing himself off as he got up growling. I looked news. Not this time. Evil always loses, said Lightning. Finally found enough strength to get back up, was still a little sickly. I know what you really are. You're not all that you seem to be. You're actually a piranha plant! Demon closed his fist angrily, but as smart. Well, perhaps you're more astute than I thought. But even with this information, you'll never defeat me or my brethren. Maybe not alone, said Lightning, but maybe we all will. That's when his friends regrouped and stood near him, all willing to fight despite their injuries. Demon was still growing sick of this. You mean their suits powering down? Because that's all their injuries have been so far. It's just their suits powering down. They don't really have any injuries. It's just that their suits have powered down. That is not. Here, show you who remain overalls. The skills attack. Silver hissed loudly, and Sark's warp. Scatter! Shouted Lightning, and everyone managed to dodge. But Scales blasted someone again with Sark Force attack. Demon attacked all others with his own magic, laughing maliciously while doing it. So, Lightning, your basic plan was to just do this again, do the same thing you have been doing? Only repeat? This ain't working. It's gotta be a way to beat those two. Whichever way how. We must do so now. Suddenly, everyone happened on the same beat and nodded to each other. They all stood and regrouped together in one place. So, our new plan is just to regroup and attack again. Scales eyeing them down at one end, and Demon behind them. We've got them now, shouted Demon. Scales turned abruptly and charged straight out. Both of them charging up for their ready attacks, but the friends knew where they are. That's what Starla knows. Her insignia going. Oh, Colleen. Hello? Oh, hi, Mom. Oh, how's it going? Get them! Shouted Demon. And right at the last second, now! Everyone leapt up and out of the way, causing the attackers to strike each other hard, really damaging each other. That move should not have worked. So, our great strategy for beating them is Looney Tunes logic. Bravo. Now, both sides seem fairly weak, but the evil ones were not willing to stay down. Rotten the ponies, Demon roared. You think you could defeat us that easily? How can he still be standing after all that? Snapped Rarity. Demon angrily blasted them all. Most of them fell off their feet, and their suits died down, leaving only Starla, Spike, and Rarity still standing. You never know what it's like when the fights are so like ice. Well, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Starla hated the sight of her and friends. Seeing her singing still going, she decided to go for it. Mega mode activate! She tapped her insignia and began to transform. Ha! Not this again. Demon sneered, and tried to absorb her energy, while Scales used his spell magic to attack. The two forces could reach her. Spike and Rarity lifted away, intercepting the blast. How woefully convenient. But I'm still a little bit miffed. Once again, Super Mode, Rarity does nothing to get it! She does nothing, Starla does nothing to earn this. She does not do anything to receive this. Hell, this wasn't even her episode! Yeah, have you guys noticed this? Starla gets her super mode and her power up and something that's not even her freaking episode. This is not even her episode. This was Spike's. Spike should have been the one that had all the character development. Spike had plenty of time to actually have some meaning behind this episode. But nope. This was not Spike's episode. This was Starla's now. For some reason, Starla gets the Mega Mode when she does nothing to earn it. Demon cast a shock, but Rarity and Spike continue to take the hits until their suits power down. They collapse and exhausted. Doot 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 doot. Wow. Starlight completely transformed and now looks stronger than ever. She gazed down at her fallen friends. I really owe you guys for this. She then gazed at the two evildoers. Demon hardly had managed to left to try to her away, but still did not wish to go. Let's take her down. She snarled. Scales hit Starla hardly. Starla, be careful! Cried Lightning. Swipe Resurgency would be fine. It got her new superstar bow. Was those edged with slaying blades. I will completely forgive you if you could split those two parts of the bow apart and they could become swords. The two villains still charged there, firing with the last of their magic. Oh, that wasn't me moving a mystery. It really says last. Yet Starla walked through before full that fire without even flinching as her armor protected her. This should be a badass scene, guys. This should be awesome for Starla to walk through all this fire with her not being singed and doing an unflinching walk. This should be awesome to watch. But here's the problem with this scene and Starla doing an unflinching walk without really suffering the flames. It's not her episode. She wasn't the one who had all the character development. She wasn't the one who had all the scenes. Thus, any awesomeness of Starla doing an unflinching walk through flames is gone due to the sheer fact that this is not her episode. By having her steal this awesome moment is gone. Still scurries. The baddie still charges forth with an intent to fire hand to hand. But Starla armed her bow magically with powerful bolts of energy. Asher short! She fired two strong projectiles at the villains, hitting them hard. Magic explosives erupted from them wildly. Yet the villains were still standing. Oh, for Christ's sake! The Starla had another one to use. Yes, as her bows began to glow brightly. Space Slicer! Slicing her bow twice, the villains got struck hard. Scales burst into flames, and an empty car was left behind. As for Demon, after all that, he was still standing. Most of everyone's shock and aggravation. So his body began glowing strangely. He seemed to be vaporizing into smoky darkness. You, he shouted, have done to the impossible. You have defeated the mighty demon. But be warned, you have done nothing. My brothers shall avenge me. Your future is clear, Starfleet. You shall all perish! Huh, always wanted to see France. No! Perish! The last thing anyone heard from him was the sound of evil laughter as he was gone. It vaporized the fist of darkness he was made out of. Beep! What just happened? Yeah, that's what I kind of want to know. Fluttershy was trembling in fear. Why? He just disappeared a smoky event of smokiness. Not really well defined. He was made of darkness itself! How pathetic. How terrifying. How horrifying. He was made out of smoke. The other villains must be made out of smoke too. This doesn't make them any more sinister or terrifying. If anything, this makes them lamer. How boring. A bunch of boring villains. I was anticipating something darker and more sinister, but smoke? They were just made out of smoke? Ooh! That was terrifying. It's not really as terrifying as the destruction of everything that we've come to know and love about ideals, like, say, on Neverending Story. Now, Neverending Story, that actually deals with the idea of darkness way better. It's nothing more than an artificial creation, vaporized in the darkness he was made of, practically killed. How can he be practically killed? I mean, I guess because he's an artificial creation, but he still had feelings. He still had a soul. He still had thoughts and emotions, so you did kill him. You took away his soul and you killed him. Suddenly, Starla powered out as he collapsed. Starla! Her light needs me his way to her wife. Are you okay? I can't believe what I just did. So powerful. I can feel it. Spike and Rarity were still down from being so hit hard by the energy he was harboring. But he must open their eyes. You saved us all, said Spike. And so did you, Rarity. Rarity breathed slowly and softly, realized that he was right. I did, didn't I? She smiled lovely and smiled back at her. You also confirmed my theory, Lightning said. What theory? Yeah, what theory? He didn't really specify anything, and I have a feeling that the narrator is going to explain everything that we should be seeing. Lightning explained, thank you for confirming my disbelief in you. How you suspect that Daemon was no ordinary creature. That he was just an artificial being made out of darkness and magic. All pure evil with him, not an inch of redemption in him. But he also compared the evidence to what Demon had been bragging about. The future! What does the future have to do with anything? All he said was, I'm for the future. Ooh, spooky. He would talk with Grand Ruler and Queen about it. But first, he really needed to get their injuries treated. Your injuries equate to your freaking suits powering down. Those are your injuries. Nothing was more important than the health and safety of officers. Well, except for the health and safety of civilians. Oh wait, I'm sorry, you guys aren't Nazis, according to you. According to the writer, you're not Nazis at all. Even though you just said that the officers' lives are more important than the civilians. In the dark future, the other minions are outraged. I can't believe it. They destroyed Nomad, growled Ogre. Rotten ponies. Demon was boneheaded and all, but he didn't deserve it. I'll pay for this, all of them. Giant said nothing. He just stood there more calmly, mustering noise to the others. Duh, aren't you going to do something? What's there to say? I can't be undoing what's been done. Well, offends Nomad's death, Demon's death. What makes you so sure? What if one of us is next? Giant said nothing, and remained as calm as he ever was. Same as he ever was. Meanwhile, Iris had gone to see Dr. Penicillin. Oh yeah, her! Thank God my mom's a lot better doctor. We treated them all well, healing their injuries, and recommended they all get a good night's rest for future battles ahead. And everyone headed home. Lightning also got a report to the palace, and got a response from their majesties, as they consulted their advisors, and even Professor Brain. Oh God, even when the gods are not in this episode, they find their way in! Quit barging in! There's no mistaking it. The enemies came from the future, which in turn explained everything else. They couldn't find the enemies anywhere. Well, that could have been anything. Why they seem so powerful. Future doesn't mean you're ultra powerful. And why the power isn't data couldn't be analyzed. Yeah, no, because you're cheap. Even the Mega Mode itself had to be from the future. It was also suggested the two voices that spoken to them had been from the future, who was obviously going to send more of his henchmen and monsters to attack them. Well, that explains a lot. Thank you, Mr. Narrator! Sora agreed, but she was still curious about other things, like why Dark King wanted to attack them to begin with. Because he's evil? Why did the Mega Modes work only at certain times? And why they were so dangerous? Just when it seems like we got answers, we still get stuck. Her husband agreed. We'll find answers. We always do. And... Wait, I recognize that music. That's from Robotech. That's May's theme! Why do I have a feeling that the only way these authors have actually watched the Macross was just for the music and nothing else special about Macross that everybody loves. Rarity was tucking Spike into his little basket, into a bed by a nice roaring in the fireplace, before hanging out the bed herself. So, are we going to address the no job issue? Rarity? Yes, Spike. Thanks for saving me again. I really think this is important. How are we going to address the fact that Rarity now has no job, no livelihood, no way to support herself? Rarity leaned smilingly down, picking up softly on his little head, making it bless. You're welcome, Spike. Now all to sleep. We both had a big day. So he then headed back to her room, leaning Spike warmly in his basket, all of it bluffing and blessing. A little approximate with the song he was working on, but more had inspiration to add to it. Still, he wasn't sure he could really show it to Rarity. All he could do was finish writing, drift off to sleep. Rarity's still broke. Are we going to address this anytime soon? Hello? In our next episode, the Phantom of Magic strikes again. Terry has been injured, thus a substitute is hired at the school. But the students find this point to be very harsh and mean to the grindstone, especially towards the Kingdom Crusaders. Meanwhile, Chaos has a nightmare that continues to grow worse, even as misfortunes seem to occur around her, as the rolling four spheres are coming to life. How are the Crusaders deal with this new bullying teacher, and how will Chaos deal with these new troubles? Don't miss the exciting next episode of Starfleet Magic, Teacher's Threat. And here I go with my review. This episode, well, on the bright side, it's a little bit better than the first three ones that we dealt with. Woo! And only because a few more extra things actually happened in it than the previous episodes. Let me explain how I come to the conclusion that this is just a way bit better. First off, as I said, we actually do have some things that actually happen. We get some mystery solved, and we see some beginnings of the Spike and Rarity relationship. This is good. The problems, once again, come from the characters and the plot progression and everything else. First off, this was supposed to be a Spike episode. Look at how everything went. Spike had the motivation, Spike had the characterization, Spike had the plot progression, Spike had everything going for him here. This should have been all about him. This should have been about him dealing with his own mental issues, and this should have ended with him taking down the giant monster. This should have ended with him winning, not Rarity and not Starla. But let's pretend that the focus wasn't on Spike for a minute here. The other character that would have had the most potential for this episode was Rarity. This could have also been about Rarity kicking butt and taking names. Rarity learning some way to continue her business without her magic. And Rarity getting the big damn heroes moment. This was not. The closest we have to Rarity actually getting her big damn heroes moment was just her showing up and maybe saving the day. That's all. Nothing more, nothing less. Rarity barely gets to show what she can do other than just flying in. And a lot of things are still not addressed. Like, for instance, how is Rarity going to keep her livelihood? How is Rarity going to keep the Carousel Boutique open without her magic? How is Rarity going to continue working without her magic? And thus this brings up the question of how much does Starfleet pay? Does it pay a lot? Does it pay little? How much does Starfleet as an organization actually pay in bits? Or in credits, or whatever Starfleet actually takes as currency in this show. Also, about Demon, the idea that he's just made of smoke and darkness itself really takes what could have been an interesting character and just wipes him out of existence. Because now that he's just made out of darkness himself, it takes his villain attributes and makes him lame. Now, not to say that there isn't a way to do darkness itself in an interesting manner. Please see Neverending Story, where we had to worry about the nothing destroying us all. Which was essentially the destruction of ideas, the creativity, and originality. That is true darkness. This is just, whoop, I'm a smoke demon. doesn't really give us any fright or fear, and now knowing this. And this goes the same for the other guys. But this doesn't help that he's got character. He's got a heart and a soul. Why try to make us feel better for killing a monster when he's just that? Which is why when Starla's whole entire walk through the flames, normally an unflinching walk like that is one of the most badass things you could do with a character. But when you do it poorly like this, instead it takes away what could have been an awesome moment and makes it feel lifeless. Well, see you guys all next week for the next episode. I can't promise we're all going to enjoy it, but I can promise you that maybe this will be an enjoyable ride. See you then.